Welcome back to another edition of the Toronto Blue Jays Career Sim. I'm JayBlue, and you are watching the General Manager Games channel on YouTube. So here we are at the 2021 All-Star Game, and well, we're almost there. We've got the Home Run Challenge first, and so we're going to finish today. We'll check out the All-Star Home Run Challenge. I've actually never really simmed these events or sort of taken a closer look at these events. So what we have here is we have the round length, and you can just kind of sim it. Are there any Blue Jays here? No, there aren't any Blue Jays here, so I'm really not going to worry about this too much. Sorry about that. Had to cough. I don't think you want to hear me do that. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. None of the Blue Jays are really involved in that. So today's the All-Star Home Run Challenge. We will simulate that, and we've received a trade proposal. Home Run Barrage, so Miguel Sano and Cody Bellinger were the finalists, but Sano takes that Home Run Challenge. Trade proposal from the Colorado Rockies. So they want Kendall Williams and Nick Gonzalez for Antonio Senzatella. We've got a pitcher. He is not doing great, but remember, he is pitching in Colorado. I mean, good movement. I like to see that, and he's a ground ball pitcher, so that's actually not bad. $2.64 million. He had a great season in 2020. Very low home run rate. His home run rate has climbed a little bit this season, and he's played in Albuquerque, so that's also a home run ballpark. This is an interesting offer, but I don't want to give up Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez, he was our first-round draft pick last year. Lots of potential. I have a feeling he's not going to hit this potential. OSA really loves him, but I have a feeling he's not going to hit that potential. He's doing okay. 107 OPS plus in Lansing in his first full season, so I'm not going to give up on him just yet. And so let's sim the All-Star Game. And another trade proposal, but the National League wins with Ozzy Albies being the player of the game. And he's having a great season. He's hitting .350, 25 home runs already. So Ozzy Albies is quite impressive. Miami Marlins are offering us Starling Marte. Again, we're being offered Marte. Center fielder. We don't really have a center fielder. And they want Juan DePaula, who I have no problem giving up. And right fielder Trey Carter. Trey Carter is very limited potential. This is actually a deal I can kind of get behind, assuming that the financials are not crazy. Marte is making $2.6 million. So that's not bad. His numbers in the major leagues this year are pretty bad in Miami. Yeah, I'm really, I don't need another guy like this. I mean, he is a free agent at the end of the year. He's a Gold Glover, but better in left field than center field. Good arm. But again, I have no problems. Let me try to negotiate. Let me see if I can get somebody more useful for this player. And after looking through the Miami system and roster, I'm not crazy about what I can get for pretty much for anybody worthwhile. They're asking for Bo Bichette or Nate Pearson or Vladdy Guerrero, so that deal is not going to happen. So we're going to go back home. We had the All-Star Game yesterday, and we are off today, so we're going to sim through this. Another trade proposal. Miami is really going after us. They want to offer us Monty Harrison. Harrison is a 40 contact guy, so that's not fantastic. He is right now in the Pacific Coast League. He's with Wichita Wind Surge. In the majors, he hasn't done well. He's doing okay in AAA, but it's a hitter's league. So, he's getting a lot of this value here from his defense. I mean, look at it. He got 3 really solid ratings in the outfield and 3 very, very good ratings here and speed to burn. I think he's a great 4th outfielder. I wouldn't want to trade for him as a 1st outfielder. And they want Orelvis Martinez and Yerith Mordan. And Mordan, it doesn't have a ton of potential, but Orelvis Martinez does not make sense. So again, Miami, I'm going to have to say no. Sorry, guys. So we have another day off, and we're going to finish that before we start up again against Detroit. And here we are. And here we're ready to go after the All-Star break. With Sean Reed-Foley facing Tariq Skubal. And away we go. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a loss. We lost 8-1. Sean Reed-Foley takes the loss, giving up 5 runs in 3 1/3 innings. Jordan Romano gives up a run, but struck out 5 in 3 2/3. And Zach Eflin gave up a couple runs. Home run for Billy McKinney. 2 hits for J.D. Martinez. 2 hits for McKinney. Luis Garcia hit a double, his 20th of the year, and J.D. Martinez hit a triple. So, yeah, it didn't get the second half off to a great start. We've got Anthony Kay facing Alex Fado of the Tigers. And it's a win, a 9-0 win. So the pitching was great. Anthony Kay comes back from the minor leagues, gets back into the rotation with 8 shutout innings. 8 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and Ken Giles polishes it off. Jonathan Lucroy injured. He's got a minimal day-to-day injury, so that may give Danny Jansen some time to maybe bring that batting average up to 200. Forrest Wall, another good game. He's hitting 261, and he hits his 8th home run. We had triples from Grichuk and Bichette, and doubles from Grichuk, Biggio, and McKinney. Grichuk had 3 hits in this one. He's getting his batting average back up to close to 200 at least. While Biggio, 2 hits for McKinney, Guerrero had a hit, and 2 for Wall, as we so discussed. So a 9-0 win. That's a great game for the Blue Jays. And the third game, the final game in this series, is Paul Campbell facing Anthony Castro. And the Blue Jays end up with a loss, 6-5 in, couldn't quite come back there. We were down, scoring 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, couldn't quite come back. 12 hits for the Blue Jays. Guerrero had 3 of them, including a double. Luis Garcia with a double. Home run, 2nd game in a row for Forrest Wall. He was 1 for 4. Kevin Biggio with a triple. Randall Grichuk, another big game, 2 for 4. He's up to 199 on the season. Lourdes Gurriel is plunging a little bit. He's cooled off after a hot run that he had. Luis Garcia with a couple more hits. Paul Campbell, 5 runs in 3 1/3, just like Matt Boyd, I think, did. Shun Yamaguchi gave up a solo home run, but struck out 4 in 3 2/3. And that's the week. We're going to actually keep going for another week. We'll get 2 weeks going on this sim. Lucroy's got another 2 days before he is healthy. We've got Nate Pearson on the mound. Patrick Murphy's eligible to come off the injured list. That's lovely. He was in Buffalo. We're going to send him back to Buffalo. That's lovely. Demote to Buffalo. Oh, he has to be on the 40-man roster. So he was, okay, we have room on the 40-man roster. He was on the 60-day injured list. So we're going to place him on secondary roster and send him to Buffalo. Good job. All right, so that last game was a loss at Tampa Bay, 7-6. Nate Pearson, not bad. 5 innings, 3 runs, 7 strikeouts, but 2 home runs for him. And Amir Garrett and Danny Jimenez both gave up a couple runs apiece. Amir Garrett, I'm going to give you one more chance, but anyway, Vladdy Guerrero, 2 for 4 with a home run, 5 RBI, and a double. Bo Bichette had a couple hits, including a double. Billy McKinney, a couple hits. Luis Garcia, a couple hits. Kevin Biggio, 2 hits, 2 walks. Really nice to see from Biggio. Biggio's got his batting average up now to 224. His on-base percentage is probably much higher. It's 335, so he's contributing. He's got a 90 OPS plus. That could be better, but he's contributing. He's got a 1.3 WAR on the season. So we're going to have Matthew Boyd once again facing Carlos Rodon. And another loss for the Blue Jays. This is turning out to be a really poor season. Basically playing .406 ball in 101 games. Carlos Rodon, the Blue Jays really couldn't do much with him. 13 strikeouts in 8 innings. Matt Boyd giving up another 5 runs in 3 innings. Jordan Romano, and I just want to check Boyd's contract. Yeah, he's eligible for arbitration, but Jordan Romano, good outing. Zach Eflin, not a good outing. Amir Garrett, okay. Danny Jimenez, okay. Hitters, 4 hits. Randall Grichuk with a couple RBI. Vladdy Guerrero with a hit. So that's ugly. Jonathan Lucroy back in action. And the final game of the series, Sean Reed Foley faces Blake Snell. That doesn't look good. But, you never know. Sometimes fun things happen. And we win it 4-3 with 2, despite giving up 2 runs in the 9th. Sean Reed Foley, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. So he bounced back from that rough outing. Wade Davis didn't give up anything, struck out 2, and Ken Giles gave up those 2 runs, earning the save, but it was a kind of an ugly save. Vladdy Guerrero, his 19th home run of the season, 2 for 5. He's hitting .315 now. Bo Bichette, a couple more hits. A couple more hits for J.D. Martinez. Bo Bichette with a double. Luis Garcia, perfect game, 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Can you believe it? Here's our Rule 5 pick, who's our everyday third baseman now, and is basically putting up a 105 OPS plus. He's got a 1.3 WAR. He hasn't played a game above AA, and he's got more WAR. I mean, that was only 46 games in AA, but he's got 1.3 WAR in the major leagues at the age of 21 years and 67 days, playing probably decent. He's not great. I think that's going to go up as he gains experience, and he's so young that, especially if we play him a lot in spring training next year, he could probably gain about, get up to about 55 at third base. But his versatility is great. He's got enough range for third base. Good hands, good arm, good double play. I really like that guy, and that's our Rule 5 pick. So we've got a day off. Anthony Kay, who authored, a masterpiece in his last outing, is going to face Lance Lynn of the Red Sox. And we get another win. It was not a masterpiece, I don't think, but Anthony Kay only goes 3 2/3, gives up 5 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks. That's pretty ugly. Shun Yamaguchi gives up a run but strikes out 3, and he's given us a lot of these bulk innings and these bulk outings. That's really nice to see for Yamaguchi. Wade Davis, Ken Giles, and then Danny Jimenez gets the save, coming in for the 11th. So, yeah, that was an extra inning game. Jays got a run, and it was Billy McKinney with a run-scoring single that did it. On the offense, McKinney was 4 for 5. He's the player of the game. 4 for 5 with 2 doubles and that run-scoring single to win the game. Randall Grichuk with another couple hits. Now he's hitting .201. Danny Jansen up to 177 with a hit. J.D. Martinez with a double. Billy McKinney with 2 doubles. McKinney 4 for 5. And Bo Bichette with a home run. He was 3 for 5, up to 237 on the season. Vladdy was 2 for 6. Forrest Wall 2 for 3. Travis Shaw played third base and did nothing. All right, so there's your win. Facing Anthony DeSclafani, we've got Paul Campbell on the mound. Let's hope we get a good game out of Campbell because we want to save that bullpen. Another trade from the Marlins. They're offering us a lot of outfielders. Lewis Brinson. Not very encouraging here. They want Luis Garcia, who I've just been raving about, and Philip Clark, who he might be back. We'll have to check this out, but I think he's not injured anymore. But that's okay. I'm not all that thrilled. So let's take a look at this game. It was a close game, 3-2, 9-inning game. The Red Sox won on a walk-off with Reese McGuire coming back to haunt the Blue Jays. McGuire's hitting well for the Red Sox, so he was traded to Baltimore last year. Or he was in Baltimore this year, but traded to the Red Sox, it looks like, or released and claimed on waivers. And he's putting up great numbers, man. Talking about missed the boat, but I think we got a decent return for him. Offensively, another hit for Garcia, another hit for Forrest Wall, doubles for both of them. Guerrero had a double in a 2-for-4 game. Bichette had a double, his 27th. He also took a walk. Billy McKinney is still pretty hot. He got a base hit. Paul Campbell with a good start, 6 innings, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Amir Garrett gave up a run. And Zach Eflin took the loss. And we're going to send Eflin down to the minors. That's enough of him. I've given him a chance, I think. And let's go to the pitching staff. Bye-bye, Zach Eflin. Demote to AAA Buffalo. Amir Garrett. I'm going to try to get him through waivers. He's just not doing the job. So Amir Garrett, designate for assignment. We'll see if he gets through waivers. The fact that he's kind of stinking right now is not going to help him get picked up. So in the minors, we've got Trent Thornton is not doing all that great. Wilmer Font, not doing all that great. Zach Jackson is a possibility to call him up. Julian Merriweather is a little bit hurt, so I'm not going to call him up. Curtis Taylor is a possibility. And how old is he? He's 26. Julian Fernandez is not coming up anytime soon. Ty Tice is doing very well, too. Ty Tice has, I think, better... The stuff isn't great, but movement and control. Welcome to the big leagues, Ty Tice. And we're also going to bring up... I do want to bring up somebody on the 40-man roster, so I don't have to have 2 spots like I had one with. So I'm going to bring Thornton back up. So here we go. Thomas Hatch, Kaz Tatsumi, and Zach Eflin gets back in the rotation here. So for Toronto, I'm just going to see what the bench coach says for everybody. Yeah, it doesn't change things very much. Trent Thornton is a middle reliever, and so is Ty Tice. So we did lose a lefty in the bullpen. All right, so now we've made some changes, shaken things up. I hope Nate Pearson's about to take the mound. He got roughed up in his last start, facing the Red Sox. Red Sox are in first in the division. And it is a win. We also have a trade proposal. The Arizona Diamondbacks want to send Eduardo Escobar. I feel like they've offered this guy to us before. He's got some pop. Good slugging percentage, not a good on-base percentage. And they're offering us for Lourdes Gurriel. Now, money-wise, he's a free agent after this year, and Gurriel is actually a bargain. He's got 2 more years on his contract, and I think he's only eligible for arbitration after that, $3.5 million. He's really struggling, but he has 2 solid seasons of big league baseball under his belt. So I'm hoping he's going to turn things around. And Escobar is a very short-term solution to a problem. Player of the week, none of our guys got anything. The owner of the Los Angeles team died. And, the Angels owner. And so it's Monday now, so that's been our 2 weeks, and we're going to take a little bit of a different approach when it comes to just taking a look at how our minor league guys are doing. We're just going to look at our top prospects. And this will be a bit of a shorter episode, I think. But so, number 1 prospect is Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez is hitting .276 with 16 home runs, 65 RBIs with Lansing. As we've checked in with him a little bit before, and he's actually on a hot streak. So he's up to 16 home runs now. I think he's been hitting quite a bit lately in his last 5 games. He had a 2-for-4 game with a home run. He had a 3-for-4 game with a home run. He had another home run here against South Bend. So he's definitely been on a hot streak, and that's great to see. Gabby Moreno is our number 2 prospect. He's in AA, up to 15 home runs now. 116 OPS plus, 2.5 WAR in way fewer games than he had last year in Dunedin, and he's still got room to grow. His eye is never going to be fantastic, but if he gets to a 55 contact, that's pretty great, and defensively he looks really good. Simeon Woods-Richardson is number 3, and he's in AA, doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. This I'd like to see move up a little bit. Luis Garcia, number 4 prospect. He's been in the major, so he's really probably lost his prospect eligibility already. 101 OPS in the major leagues. That's pretty excellent. 5 is Paul Campbell. Again, he's probably lost his rookie eligibility. And then we have a lot of hitters. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 are all hitters. Orelvis Martinez not doing fantastic, but he's definitely starting to hit home runs. Got a home run here, a couple doubles in the last 5 games. So he's definitely coming around. 131 OPS plus. That's excellent to see in his second crack at Vancouver. Esteban Machado, he's back healthy, and he is tearing it up in the Gulf Coast League. So that's excellent to see. Number 8 is Alejandro Kirk in AAA. And again, he's doing okay. 120 OPS plus. That's great to see. Catching wise, not as good as Moreno. Jordan Groshans, not doing badly. He's about almost 100 OPS, but he has definitely taken some strides in the last couple of weeks. So that is excellent to see. Leonardo Jimenez, still scuffling a little bit with the bat. Alfredo Chacon, our last year's international free agent, hitting 384, 447, 17. He has just launched some balls. Look at that. We're going to take a look at him again in the next sim and see if we want to move him up to Bluefield, because he is just dominating the competition here with about a month left, a little more than a month. Then we've got a couple pitchers. We've got Ian Bedell. Very strong outings here in Vancouver, so he's actually pitching very well in Vancouver since his promotion. Really nice to see. Ben Hernandez, he is in a new level. He's in Bluefield. He's doing very well. He's striking out a lot of guys, but I want to make sure that ERA settles down a little bit. Eric Pardinho is next, and he is, again, struggling a little bit, but again, it's his first year back after about missing 2 years. 17 is Desan Brown. Desan Brown struggling at his new level in Vancouver a little bit, but he's got a good eye. And then we have a lot of pitchers down here towards the bottom. We've got Ethan Smith, 13 innings in A-ball, so he's been promoted to A-ball. He's doing pretty well. So that's good to see. At 22, Hagen Smith is a new draftee, struggling a lot. And he's injured. He's got a week left. Patrick Murphy is back off the injured list. Kyle Bradish, Alec Manoa, Camden Minacci. And then we've got a few hitters here. Grant Richardson. The one guy I do want to check in on is... that's not the lineups. So here we go. Batters is Jose Villegas. Oops, that's the wrong guy. Jose Villegas. We just want to check in on him. He is struggling, but he's a 16-year-old in the Gulf Coast League. The Dominican Summer League. All right, so that's a look at who we've got, who our prospects are. I think, you can see we've got a lot more hitting prospects towards the top than pitching. So we may very well, if we continue to have a bad year like we are, and we get a higher draft pick next year, we may really look for an elite pitcher to add to our stable. And so that's it. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. I'm JayBlue at Jays From Away, and you're watching the General Manager Games channel on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.